begin, I'm going to have a greeting from Jon Medved. Jon is a CEO and chairman of the Crowd Israeli company that they have done a great job. He sent us a video to us, so we're going to listen to his video, and he's also our crowdfunder of the year, basically CrowdFundBeat Person of the Year 2014. I'm 19, still 19. Probably had some wine last night with that 19. But I did slip in the holiday express, I did perhaps. But we start, Albert, let us have the video. Welcome, I hope you all have a great day.
Greetings from Jerusalem to the Silicon Valley Crowdfunding Summit. I want to, first of all, congratulate our friends at CrowdFundBeat. You've done a spectacular job putting this conference together. I'm very sorry that I'm here speaking to you from Jerusalem. You can see in the back the old city, the ancient city of Jerusalem, which is thousands of years old. But I have to be here and I can't be with you. But I want to send you the greetings to Silicon Valley from the world's other Silicon Valley, which is Israel. As you know, when you look at the world of innovation today, there really are two sites that stand out in terms of the density of startup activity, and that is both Silicon Valley and Israel. And it's now true also in the crowdfunding area. Obviously, Silicon Valley and what's going on today at that wonderful summit you guys are attending is the center, the apex, the nexus of the crowdfunding world. But we are delighted to have been named by CrowdFundBeat as the Crowdfund Person of the Year. I'm very, very proud of that honor. And we're really having a very, very good time here with our crowd based in Jerusalem. Our crowd is a crowdfunding site for accredited investors. We now have 7,000 accredited investors worldwide. We've invested over $100 million in close to 60 companies. And we're proud that essentially crowdfunding is fulfilling its promise to not just be more funding for Silicon Valley or for people who are insiders, but we're actually democratizing the whole process of innovation finance, allowing great entrepreneurs all over the world to get access to this capital. And the fact that we're here in Israel and have investors from 90 different countries, they literally come from all over the world. That is what crowdfunding is about, is basically bringing people together in an increasingly flat world so that no matter where you are, no matter where your idea is coming from, you can get access to the capital you need. And it's going to work not only for different regions in the U.S., whether it's Cleveland or Arizona or Florida, who are all of a sudden going to be on the startup map, but it's going to also work for other countries of the world. We've deployed our first money into companies from New Zealand and Australia. We're getting ready to do a deal in Brazil. We're doing deals in Europe. We're going to be looking for deals in Africa. And we think that this is really a global crowdfunding world. We also are excited about the potential of accredited crowdfunding. Everybody has been waiting for Title III. We hope it comes. We hope it really opens up the market. But in the meantime, we're having a great time with Title II, with the accredited investor opportunity. Remember, there are 10 million accredited investors in the U.S. alone, maybe tens of millions outside of the U.S. And working on this important market, I think, is a critical first step for the crowdfunding industry. That's where we're focused. And we're actually focused on raising fairly large sums of money for our companies. We started off by raising a couple $100,000 per deal. We're now at $2, $3, $4 million a deal. Actually, last week we closed a round where we led a $16 million round of finance, where we put in over $6 million ourselves as the crowdfunding lead of an investment where there were $10 million of additional venture funding that followed us. This is the future, is crowdfunding being part of the ecosystem together with corporations and together with other venture funds, where the individual investor is now able to get into the very best deals that are available, where he gets the same terms and the same treatment as the big boys, whether they're venture capital or corporate investors, get to. This deal, by the way, was for Borrow, an online lending site which is headquartered in New York. We're putting up next week a new deal for ourselves, another American deal, which is a $5 million deal. Details on our crowd. And we're seeing more and more deals where we're doing $1 million, $2 million, $3 million sums of money. We've actually done 30 of them so far. We're I would say the thing we're working on now at our crowd is we are focused on unlocking the power of the crowd, not just as a source of new funding for these companies, but as a source of actually essentially selecting companies in a new way, getting the crowd involved in deal selection and deal sourcing, and then in crowd building, is getting the crowd active in terms of helping these companies move forward in a different way. And I think if crowdfunding is going to ultimately succeed, it's not going to be just because we've provided access to great deals and bringing new funds into this innovation finance market, but by using the power of the crowd to do better selection and better building of the companies once we invest, so that this is not just about making a great investment for the individual, but about helping the whole innovation finance area move forward in a dramatic and dynamic way. Again, I want to thank the folks at CrowdFundBeat for having given us the award of crowdfunding Person of the Year. I wish I could be there. My partner Audrey Jacobs is, and she fills my shoes, more than fills my shoes. And I miss you, Audrey. Regards to other friends like Doug Elenoff and Tim Draper, and again to all of you who are participating, and I think which is the most important gathering of the crowdfunding industry. Regards from Jerusalem.
Crowdfunder of the Year, Jon Medved, and Audrey is next.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you so much, CrowdFundBeat. Again, I'm Audrey Jacobs. I'm VP of Our Crowd Americas, and I'm accepting this wonderful award on behalf of Jon Medved. We are very grateful. Thank you, and we hope you come by and visit us at our table outside to learn a little bit more about our crowd, and so we can learn about what you're doing as well, and we can all build the industry together. Thank you.